Yeah, I think you can. I think you can achieve 100%. Oh wait, yeah, I think you can achieve 100% completion before you head back. So you're missing one thing. It looks like one treasure chest, which could be on the other half of the island. But anyway, so add in all of those traversal methods to the game. We already talked about dive,
Yeah.
but like, have a bike, have two bikes.
Looks like a sturdy one.
Right?
sure.
Have a bike that can only go on. Have a bike that's the only method of going on those narrow bike paths that Ruby Sapphire Emerald had. Right?
Trick.
Have the mud slopes that can only be traversed by the speed bike, right? And like crumbling floors and stuff.
Yeah. Give me snowshoes so I can not suffer through Snow Point, please.
Okay, that's a cool one. Yeah, snowshoes to prevent you from falling into snow, and therefore letting you traverse some areas that would otherwise just kind of suck you down into the snowbank.
Yeah.
It's not enough. More.
Like a lightning. There we go.
I feel great.
Nice try.
I styled on her. Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't know what hit her. See? Did it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice try.
Nothing better.
Nice try.
Hey. I don't have earplugs.
particular-
Rude.
Any particular reason why you're not just beating her?
I was trying to do some parries.
But she's like already down.
I know. I forgot my earplugs meal. Drink this grass.
Drink the grass.
Drink the grass.
Mom.
Sound effects. Was all the voice acting for this stream. Just instantly asleep. My goodness, Adel. What I also would like to see is more, other than like more events, stuff that go on, is more tiny little explorable places.
So, again, you want to kind of go back to
Yeah.
like the Gen 5 or 6 or 4 or 3 or
Look,
2
You mean all these all the
Yeah.
cool things that they've just like left behind?
I
or
put
7?
you through some real crap, didn't I?
Basically, just not Gen 8.
Like give me a little dark forest with a spooky house in it, and it was just some sort of rich person's like garden that got way out of control, and everyone tells ghost stories about because there's actually ghosts in it.
Yeah.
I'm completely fine now. Better than ever, in fact.
Oh, and bring back Shadow. Well, not Shadow Pokemon specifically,
So,
but like the concept of stuff.
Sorry.
Like more
my
trading
fault
and
Cassandra
stealing
ran
and
aground.
things. Like you would like get someone's Pokemon and you'd have to like maybe
I
use
can't
it to
believe
get
I
back
got
to
so
them.
flustered that I'd make such a
I see.
rookie mistake.
There's a lot of ways to tell stories
Sure,
in
but then
Pokemon,
Yes.
I got upset and
They just-
took it out on you.
and they kind of don't. It's fine.
Oh, right.
So
There was one other thing I should mention. What happened to me yesterday? That wasn't an illness.
What? You tried to murder me? That's it. I'm out of here.
I think that was me going berserk. On top of wielding mana, he can go berserk whenever he pleases. It's a form of combat that only develops in a select few, turning their heightened emotions into raw power.
Interesting.
The user gains monumental strength at the cost of their senses, causing them to fight till their stamina runs dry. That's right. The same power you saw Grimson use as we were fleeing Karnak. Just like with mana, it seems to develop in less and less people as time goes on. Apparently, Grimson uses the henbane herbs he smokes to bring on a berserker state by force.
Always angry. That's the secret. Wait, so how'd you do it?
Good question. My guess is that it's just in the blood. That power. During battle, it makes you so exhilarated, as if you're in a trance or overcome with ecstasy.
You don't want.
But at the same time, you can feel it threatening to swallow you up. Like if you let it go too far, you'll never come back. But last night, my mom came to me in a dream. I can't help but think that was why my power started calming down.
Mother helped you?
Of course, I'm sure that medicine you gave me had something to do with it too.
Well, how nice of you to notice.
Ilena Balto was her name. I hear she led the Balta Sea Force along with Grimson, but I don't really remember her all that well. She died when I was 3. When I was in that feverish haze, though, her words came back to me.
What?
Okay, my sweet little Karja. Be a good girl while Mommy's away. I'm always praying for your health and happiness. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that day never comes.
Wild. What do you mean by that day?
I was wondering that myself. The day I go berserk, or maybe something else entirely for all I know.
We'll take on whatever comes together.
You're a real weirdo, Adel. Doing all this when you're not even a Norman. Still, though, I really am glad. Let's go, brother. Back to the sundress.
You know, we don't have the cuffs anymore, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Berserker Rage. Oh.
Sure you do.
Oh, they're back.
I think it's on the other side of the island. The last chest.
Probably.
Yeah?
Why is it so good? Music
Should be a
is
good
so
spot to
good.
rest.
Falcom!
Amazing music. Hands down and hands up. Anywhere you can hands.
Hey, look, fish.
I tried this one. All hands for Falcom.
It's good stuff.
It is very good stuff. That was unintended.
All right.
Goodness.
So, we're about to hit the story now. Man, save it.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get cutscenes more, and I'll try not to fall asleep. Because the music ends.
You're back! We were just about to start looking for you. Where'd you two get off to?
The storm got so bad last night, the path to the western island completely vanished. Everyone was so worried about you.
Well, they shouldn't have been, obviously. What happened? They doubt me and
What's that supposed to
adult
mean?
the great adventure.
It means what it sounds like. A lot.
Yep. Almost more than I could take. It's all a bit hazy. But things got real hot and heavy that night. We were really going at it.
That is definitely not the phrasing you want to use.
In any event, I'm glad you two are all right.
Gotta say, Karja. Poor Rose. He is definitely not understanding the exact phrasing you said. Or maybe she is.
Why, whatever for? I merely saw this as a chance to get my hands on some rare plants I wanted. Rather, it seems that I was the one who put you two in a fix.
Oh, speaking of which, we've got what you were after right here.
Here's your special
yes.
grass.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fascinating. So this is specular grass. I'll get to work making us some medicines with Joel right away. Excuse me.
Yeah, medicine.
He sure got a one-track mind.
I like it. No matter how difficult things get, he never lets it phase him. Even when we were running from the Grieger, he stayed cool as a cucumber.
By the way, how are the repairs coming along?
As you can see, we're just about done.
Right now, Cruz and Easer are doing the final checks.
Good to hear. In that case, once everything's ready, let's be on our way.
Now the question is, did Karja say that way on purpose?
Do you not know Karja well enough at this point?
No, I know. She's
Absolutely
definitely not
not.
mean it that way. Guys, cleared up. Yeah, I did that once already. No, I don't have ray tracing. Ah!
This game does support HDR. You could see this in glorious HDR.
If only. Gun feels softer than usual. Not like I've changed or anything. Definitely not. No reason.
Okay, let's get back into the swing.
Oh no, if I get
Thanks.
spotted, I have to go all the way back here,
Sandras,
right?
Away!
Try steering safely this time, maybe.
If you get spotted, you have to do that whole island again.
Getting a little played
Oh
out.
no.
Don't you mean
With all the cutscenes, right?
100%. And they're
that means-
unskippable this time.
That means I'll just save scum it. Fine.
brothers
Oh, it
quarrel?
also deletes your save.
Anyway, it won't happen again.
Oh,
Karja can be surprisingly clueless sometimes.
that's terrible. Ah! Got him.
Fire!
Yeah, that rock isn't real.
Isn't that one of those things the Grieger have been using? I didn't realize you could use them like that. Can we pull in for a closer look?
Don't just stand there admiring it! Either fire back or take cover!
Yes, about those.
Yeah? What about him?
Careful not to
I'm just gonna
crash.
leave them over there.
Okay.
Should I?
How do you like that?
I mean, if you want to.
Nice shot!
Are they gonna stay down forever?
No.
Okay.
Fire the cannons!
May as well grab it.
On island.
Steady sailing.
Take the
Let's go.
shot!
Sure is an island. Okay, so now perfect time for me to
My heart's
maybe you're
as
gonna do
cloudy
the
as the
you're gonna do the recapture.
Yeah.
All right. So my brother got me a book for Christmas
Okay.
that you may have heard of
No buts
because
about
you
May.
seem to be
Careful
you
as
seem
I
to
may
read a
be.
lot of these.
The choice.
He got me Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, that one. Yes. Have you started it?
I have finished it.
What is your thoughts on Dungeon Crawler Carl?
Certainly not something I would have chosen to pick up, but since it was given to me, I did enjoy it.
It is quite amusing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely not the most serious of literature.
No, absolutely not. Not by a long shot. But that's okay. You don't need every single book to be the serious mode.
God damn it, Donut.
Yeah.
Also, it gets significantly much more serious in the next couple books.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm debating getting the second one.
If you
Like I did enjoy it, but there was a lot of stuff that was kind of weird with it. But
Yeah,
the
so that's-
epilogue, epilogue kind of
yeah.
reeled me back in.
It's been a while since I've read that one in particular, so would you remind me of what the epilogue is, and for everyone who
The-
has, or doesn't
Oh
want
boy.
spoilers?
Spoilers for the epilogue of Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah.
So the epilogue cuts to the perspective of one of the goblins from the first floor
Okay.
that was named by Donut,
Oh yeah.
and then she's like, "I have a name. Names are supposed to be important, right? Why didn't I have a name?" And like, it starts. Essentially, it starts revealing a bit of the
Leave the ship to me.
darker
Background.
side
Yeah.
of the dungeon and the people who run this, because it also is like in the like the chat with her boss, like her name changes from whatever random assigned number to the name she was given, and then he's
Yeah.
like,
Here, use this.
you know what, stay there. And they definitely try to send in some people to kill all the goblins. They're not successful, and then there is a conversation that happens with what I presume to be the dungeon AI.
It's either the dungeon AI or one of the people who are running the event on behalf of
Like the boss's boss, right?
He sort of.
But I assume it's
There's like
it's the AI.
So there's the AI, which is like the system thing, and then
Yeah.
there's the like the administrators who are running the event
Right.
by like
but-
for the faction who are running.
But
the,
I think the boss is one of the administrators already. So I don't think that's it.
maybe. I forget exactly who is being referenced here, but it's possible.
I think they discuss it. So
Yeah.
I think even the goblins are discussing it. Like, you know, like these guys we can attack, but we can't attack the boss. So he's an administrator. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure what happens is they're talking to the AI, because it's like, you know, like you'll be redeployed in a lower floor sort of thing. I think that's the
in
AI's
in
deal.
that case, maybe.
But it's not directly said, so who knows? Anyway, point is, yeah. Like early on in the book, I was very prepared to just set it down. It was starting to lean into the cat's gonna be a cat as depicted by people who hate cats, right?
Yeah, kinda.
But then they actually talk about it, and then she tones it down, and it's fine for the rest of the book. But like, I was about to just set the book down there if she kept that up. But right as it was getting on my nerves, they addressed it. So good pacing there.
Very good pacing. God damn it, donut.
Yeah. You know, it's giving me Hunger Games vibes. I'm sure there's a little bit of influence there,
It is for certain, at least a little bit.
which is fine. I'm glad that they are like Carl is like still thinking about like the fact that this all happened and it's not just completely forgotten about. You know, like the
Yeah,
whole
it's
like,
like-
how many billions of people died instantaneously sort of deal.
Oh yeah, he
Um,
gets much more serious about him trying to do something about what's going on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, they're definitely setting that up. You can definitely feel it coming on in the first book.
Does he have the book yet?
I don't know what you're
Okay,
talking
then
about,
no.
so probably not.
Okay.
Say no more on that subject.
Yeah, no. I would actually recommend that you try the second one, and then if you don't like the direction setting, then
Okay, but no, but I think it getting more serious would be what I'd like.
So
if that's what's happening, then we're probably good.
the plot gets much more
Looks like a
serious.
sturdy one.
The
Yeah.
events going on definitely the opposite direction.
That's okay. I'm actually, the thing I care about is the background plot right now. So
Yeah, so the actual stuff that's happening overall is very interesting and very serious. Everything else is just like, what?
yeah,
Like, if I recall, there's a floor that's just like trains, and they're like really like fast, and then they like match stations, and people can meet each other there. And then there's like teams or something, and then like people like kill each other at the stations. You have to take the right train or something. It's kind of
Weird.
crazy.
all right.
So there's some crazy nonsense going on, but then there's the whole. This is really bad. Millions of people have just died. Like, billions of people have just died. Like crazy
Yeah.
implications as to why this is happening the way it is.
Yeah,
I hate everything.
you're gonna need to ride that up a little before jumping.
I hate everything.
Oh, there. If it turns green like that, you were good. If you can manage to actually catch it. Yeah, just ride it up. But yeah, you know, like I get that I was annoyed by how like irreverent all of the like NPC and item descriptions are. I get that they're supposed to be annoying.
They are annoying, and they do get somewhat progressively worse.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
Well, now you.
How did I not die?
That's
But
a
yeah,
really good question.
the dungeon has a thing for Carl, and it's a little bit much at times. Like, essentially forcing him to stay in his boxers. Because
Yeah.
they're funny because they have hearts on them.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it's
yeah.
kind of funny.
It's
But it gets annoying.
they
but
they,
it
they
kinda
actually
gets glossed
they
over
actually
eventually.
they actually addressed that
Hey,
in the first book.
we're gonna have to read it.
So-
one, aren't
I don't know. We'll see how much the
Yeah.
timer matters.
I? But it does get a little weird, but not weird in like an awkward way. It gets weird in a really you're going this direction with that.
I see. No, don't just ride it all the way to the top. Like
I did this one first time. Just going
Now they're
straight
lined up.
for-
they were out of alignment based on when you did it the first time.
I hate this.
There's only like one more of these. Like this style of recapture, I think.
Oh, do you feel like you will continue the series?
I think with what you told me, you're not right. You're not.
No,
You're not
I want to
waiting.
go fast. The music makes me want to go fast.
You would have gone so much faster if you had waited. Now that one's fine.
I have to kill you.
Think again. How's that?
Up I go.
Yeah, I think at least book 2 is is on the table. Yeah, it's not like
It's not a definite no, but it definitely has some odd points that you're caught up on. It might determine whether or not you continue the series.
yeah, but I think you're right. I think it'll take book 2 to determine that. 'Cause I'm not out.
In book 2, it starts going into more detail, like stuff that's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's
Just
the
a
stuff
bit
I want
more?
to see. So
Which is definitely very interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's one of the first major successes that I've seen hit mainstream for the genre that it is.
Uh-huh.
I think I still need to read the most recent two books, if not only the most recent book.
Okay.
But things are getting real heated up where like
Where you are?
because I don't know if it's explained in that first book about how many floors the dungeon has.
Yeah, there's like at
It's
least
like
18.
Something like that. They're getting to the point where there aren't very many people left.
Well, yeah, that would make sense.
And so everyone is like flying by the skin of their teeth at all times. And things are crazy. Stuff is happening outside and inside. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to say much more, but it's very
Of
good.
course. Why'd you dodge that red attack?
I know, I realized I could have blocked it.
It would have helped because you're about to get the armor back up. Anyway, yeah, it was an interesting read. Very short. I finished it like yesterday. Like I started it and finished it yesterday.
I forget how many pages it was.
I can pull it up. And by pull it up, I mean open it.
And I gotta say, I think I do, I do appreciate the current cover art for the book more than I did. The original was a depiction of Carl himself with his like current equipment, like about most of the way through the book, and I think there was I think Princess Donut was also there.
Yeah, that's correct. But it's like really small.
Is
Like,
did you not get the one with just the front cover is just words?
Yeah, that's the one I have. Mostly
Okay.
just words, but there's a little Carl and Donut on it.
Yeah. The original
Anyway,
cover was
there's-
mostly just Carl and Donut.
Oh, I see. There are 400.
Oh no!
Well, if you read the acknowledgments as well, there's 450 pages.
Gosh, so there's like 400. It's about roughly
Well,
right.
The acknowledgments are like 2 pages. This goes all the way into the epilogue. So
It's Rose's mom. Thank heavens you're unhurt.
Honey! Oh, and Rosa! Seeing the both of you again like this, it's like a dream come true.
That's cool.
Or perhaps I'm still dreaming sweetly after all. If so, then Philia would be here with us. Oh, how I wish that she were.
Wish all the same. Hopefully someday we'll all be together. But she's okay. Thank you for saving me and for protecting my family. Oh boy.
family.
Family. I'll mention it. Just know what I've seen for myself. Who's saying that you've read Dungeon Crawler Colorado makes me start to also think back to some of the other books I've the other series I've like paused reading because I caught up, and I don't like to read like chapter a week or whatever, so I from the back.
Yeah.
Now I'm going around to like read all the stuff I've missed. I'm just remembering a couple other things I need to go and check up on. Reread slight portions of it so I get a better hang on to like where I left off and then continue.
Uh-huh.
Let Philia know the good news. Just like for instance, I've probably mentioned this before, but goodness. Yeah, happy family moment. There was Savage Awakening. Have not mentioned. Few fights with monsters, which is also a pretty solid one, but it's very divisive. Giants of the Fall, which is divisive, but also pretty solid. Honestly, they're all kind of divisive because a lot of people get frustrated with the fact that a lot of the plot points are solved by almost the same thing, which is just the MC powers up and then goes and just kicks the teeth in of whoever's causing problems currently.
I see.
And while that isn't the case all the time, it is a large majority of the case. Most of the time. But again, these are stories where numbers go up, and that was like kind of the point.
Hey, you have a quest.
Who needs quests from people on the ship?
Time for a little break.